Welcome to Spotlight for Success by American Book Company. I'm your host, Derek Pentozzi, and we're here with our co-host, Danielle Pentozzi, and our special guest, Andrew.
Hey,
Andrew is the territory manager for AirTame, and we're here live from the KAST conference in Louisville, Kentucky. So, Andrew, tell us what brought you here.
Yeah, so I try to come visit Louisville every year for the KAST conference. Always get to see a lot of great customers, got great partners, people. So we attend pretty much every year. So really excited to meet you and be here with you guys today.
Awesome.
How has your experience been working with your company so far?
It's great. I feel like they really try to offer, a product that is great for all things screens, whether that's, schools, businesses, government, nonprofit. I cover all things for education in the eastern part of the country, so I'm the territory manager for Education East. But like I said, this is our new product, the AirTame 3. I feel like they always try to kind of level up, if that makes sense, while increasing value. I feel like we always see commonly where people, take away value from their users, people using their products, right, as things evolve. I feel like one thing AirTame's really great at is increasing that value proposition, which is always really crucial when you're talking about education customers.
Cool. So can you tell us a little bit more about what that little box does?
Yeah, absolutely. I know it kind of looks like a Chrome box, but
Yeah.
You can see the back here, it has HDMI ports, you have a PoE Plus port. The AirTame pretty much plugs into all things screens via HDMI. So imagine walking into a room, whether you have a projector, whether you have a large display, whether you have, any sort of monitor, right, that, you may have to interact with it differently to be able to cast, especially if you're talking about aging displays as well. So if an AirTame plugs into a display, it simplifies the protocol and process to be able to wirelessly cast. It's same across the board, whether it's mobile, whether it's Mac, whether it's Windows. And then also you'd be able to program digital signage from one location, from one laptop, our cloud platform, the AirTame Cloud. So it's all about making things easier. Our motto is putting people before screens. We always talk about interactivity where it's, with technology, right? But we forget about the most important piece of interactivity, which is human to human. So AirTame's all about connecting you with your screens, making it simple so you can worry about what's actually going on in the room.
Yeah, that's super convenient. How would you say that is specifically used in a classroom setting?
Yeah, so, we see a lot of different types of displays in one location, right? You could have projectors and, of all different ages, and then you have new interactive flat panels in certain spaces. So when, with teachers, educators, instructors, if an AirTame is enabled and plugged in the back of a display, you would walk in. If you're using our screen sharing protocols, you type in a 5-digit code on our browser extension or on our application. Or if you're using Windows, you can do Windows K Miracast. Or if you're using an Apple product, you can use AirPlay as well. So we try to be able to be agnostic, whether you're using different protocols in your ecosystem. Our job is to not force you into a box. We're supposed to be able to play in any sort of type of ecosystem you guys are having in your classrooms.
Cool. And where can we find your product?
Yeah, so realistically, go to www.airtame.com. We have a team of 6, 3 on the corporate side, 3 on the education side. So we have a really great team here in the United States, and you can reach out to us. We have, forms that you can submit on the website, and, usually we have a pretty quick response time as well.
Awesome.
Is there anything else you want to share with the KAST community before we close out?
Honestly, I would just say keep coming back, enjoy Louisville, it's great, and make sure to eat good food, spend time talking to good people, so really appreciate y'all having me on today.
Absolutely. Well, you heard from Andrew. Get yourself one of these AirTames. These things are awesome. It's the future right here. Thank you for joining us. Peace out.
Cheers.